name is Adriana Yeyen, class F Conversion, Faculty of Economics in Management, lectured Adi Mursalin, SAMM. Today, I will be in charge of Operations Management 1. Questions number 1. Discuss the characteristics of modern production and operations function. Product characteristics are different conditions of a product when compared to converting production. Each product must have different characteristics, and each manufacturer will try to design a product that has its own characteristics so that customer will have a perception. Several characteristics in the production process which are defined based on the process nature and time period. Number 1. Production process based on the process. Directly production. Direct production usually includes primary production and secondary production. Indirect production. Indirect production has the meaning of production activities where the result can be obtained from available expertise or service. Number 2. Production process by nature. Attractive production process. Attractive production process is a production activity where the goods or products are taken from nature directly. Analytical production process. Analytical production process is a production activity that separates an item or product into more parts with similar shape to the original product. Fabricated production process. The fabricated production process is a production activity where a raw material is converted into a new product. Synthetic production process. Synthetic production process is a production activity that combines several materials into a new product form. Number 3. Production process based on the production period. Continuous production. It is a production process that uses various existing facilities to create new products continuously on a large scale, and the production process is not affected by time and season. Intermittent production. This is a production process in which production activities do not run all the time, but production activities depend on consumer order, season, and other factors. Question number 2. Write a short note on recent trends in production or operations management. The development of the world today is growing rapidly, especially in the industrial sector. This has an impact of increasingly fierce competition between existing industries or companies. Various efforts are made to become the best industry or company. Operations management is needed to create something new and change our product innovation for the better. In the business world, operation management is needed to create something new and change our product innovation for the better. Question number 3. Explain emerging role of the production and operations manager. The role of the production and operations manager is to create, coordinate, regulate, and manage system operations by utilizing all available resources, labor, equipment, machinery, land, buildings, raw material, and capital, effectively and efficiently so as to produce or service at the optimum cost to increase company profits. Production and operations management is one of the main functions of the company in addition to marketing management, personnel management, financial management, and accounting. The objective of production and operations management is to achieve high productivity in production activities. Question number 4. Discuss the various VOM decisions and their application. Basically, quality management is a collection to ensure a process or product deliver the output according to which it is associated. Decision regarding supply chain management. Decisions related to supply chain management require understanding and the ability to organize the activities carried out by the actor in the supply chain. Supply chain is a series of business processes that link several factors to increase the added value of raw material or products and distribute them to customers. Decision regarding inventory management. Inventory is often unavoidable to make the flow of goods smooth. Inventories can be held in the form of raw material, work in progress, or finished products. Often inventory is near to adequate uncertainties both from the supply side, internally, and customer. Decision regarding demand management. Broadly speaking, activities in demand management will be related to the marketing department. Activities such as forecasting demand, selecting promotion, to finding out pattern and characteristic the customer want are part of the activities in demand management. Decision regarding capacity planning. Good planning regarding the record capacity to max demand is part of decision in operational management. Capacity in this case can be in the form of machine availability, number of workers, or storage area. Excess capacity has the opportunity to make the company suffer loss in the form of fixed costs and variable costs. Meanwhile, lack of capacity can make the company lose an opportunity to meet demand or opportunity cost. Decision related to strategy, technical, and operational planning. Decision regarding project management. Companies sometimes need to work that can be categorized into a project. Service companies often define the work in a project such as a consulting project for company A and infrastructure development project at location B. Decision regarding products or service. Products or successful products in the market is not as easy as having a good idea and implementing it. This makes decision regarding product and service development a complex set of processes. Question number 5. Discuss the qualified methods of demand forecasting. Method is qualitative forecasting are as follows: jury of executive opinions. In this method, it is taken based on opinions or opinions from a small group of managers, be it marketing manager, production manager, finance manager, and logistics manager, which are often combined with statistical models. Combine sales force. For each sales force, forecast the level of sales in their respective regions which will eventually be combined at the provincial and national level in order to accept the overall forecast. Delphi method. This method distributes a series of questionnaires that will be distributed to each respondent whose answer will then be simply fed before being given to experts for forecasting. Number 4, market survey. This method gets input from customer then affect the forces playing during the period being observed. Surveys can be conducted using questionnaires, telephone, or by conducting face-to-face interviews. Question number 6. Explain the quantitative methods of demand forecasting. Quantitative methods in forecasting. There are various kinds of quantitative methods in forecasting, according to Hager and Randall. Quote from their book entitled Operations Management. These methods are as follows. 1. Naive approach. A simple forecasting method that assumes that customer demand in the next period is the same as the last period. This method is considered an effective and efficient method of forecasting expenses, which provides a starting point from other methods. 2. Move average. This method is a forecasting method that uses the average number of periods from the last periods for forecasting in the next period. This method is useful if we can assume that market demand remains stable over a certain period of time. 3. Weight moving average. If a trend or pattern is known, then the weights can be used to add new values, as well as make forecasting techniques more responsive to change because the last period may get a large weight. The selection of weights is uncertain because there is no formula that can determine the weights, so good experience is needed to select the weights. Number 4, exponential smoothing. This method is a weight for moving average forecasting technique whose point are weights with an exponential function. This method is also a sophisticated and easy to use weighting method. Number 5, exponential smoothing trend adjusted. This method is the development of the exponential smoothing method, which is used to calculate the average exponential smoothing on the data and adjust the trend. Number 6, trend projection. This method is a time series forecasting method that matches the trend line with the previous data series, which is then projected into future forecasts. Question number 7. What is mean by non-manufacturing. Differentiate between manufacturing and service operation. Non-manufacturing nature of making a profit or profit, and this work is a service job. Its main rule is selling and buying goods to other people for profit. Manufacturing and service are two very important sectors of the economy. They contribute to the economic development, infrastructure, and quality of life in a country. Manufacturing, as the name implies, is concerned with the production of goods used and consumed by society. On the other hand, service refers to industries that do not produce goods but provide very valuable service to society, such as health service, hotels, airline, banking, and so on. Question number 8. Discuss primary characteristics of service. Service have four main characteristics that distinguish them from goods, namely: number 1, intangibility. A service is something that is intangible, cannot be taught, touched, heard, or smelled before the service or service is purchased. A consumer will trust a service provider if the service provider is able to direct or convince consumer to be willing to buy the service over. 2. Inseparability. In general, services are products and filled at the same time, and if one person sworn in to be handed over to another party, then he or she will still be part of the service. 3. Diversity. The quality of service depends on who provides the service in addition to the time, place, and how it is provided. 4. Not durable, easy to disable. Service cannot be stored for sale or later use. The variability of service is not a problem if demand remains, because it is easy to arrange staff to perform the service in advance. Question number 6. Question number 9. Describe the difference and similarities between manufacturing operation and a service operation. Differences in a manufacturing and service operation. 1. Focus on performance. If goods are made through the production process, the service and production show performance. In the process of service operation, the final output product in consumer who are satisfied because their needs are met. Thus, the resulting process must be consumer-oriented. 2. Focus on process and end result. Service products are a combination of tangible and intangible products, so that service will focus on both the process and the final result. 3. Focus on service characteristics. Service transactions have 3 distinctive characteristics, namely: first, intangible means that service cannot be felt through the 5 senses, so that they are judged by intangible values such as such as satisfaction, joy, and so on. Second, customizations mean the consumer expects services that are designed according to their individual needs. And third, unsourceability means the service cannot be stored, but the production and consumption process are carried out at the same time. Number 4, focus on service quality consideration. The quality of goods and service cannot be measured by the same standard. The last question, number 10. Explain the challenge faced service operation management. The breadth of the scope of responsibility. Generally, the operations manager is responsible for overseeing all departments in the company, from financial, HR, marketing, logistics, even to it. If any department is having difficulties, especially related to project management, the operations management will be the first to be contacted. The sheer number of departments to handle for the operation management, scope or responsibilities is overwhelming from the operations management, especially if there is a conflict of interest between departments. This can have an impact of the efficiency and productivity of the company. To many refer to one of the main tasks and challenges for the operations manager is to compile many company reports, from performance data report to finance data complication. Usually, challenge will arise if the company does not keep up-to-date data. As a result, the operations manager must check and confirm with many parties to ensure that the data to be used is truly accurate and in accordance with the condition in the field. Difficulty finding the right HR. The operation manager certainly does not work alone. You definitely need a team member who is qualified and able to help you face every challenge in the company. The problem is finding team members who perform well is not easy. Not only a matter of skill, but also personal compatibility. In addition, the minimum wage and turnover rate in the industry are increasing. This put pressure on the company's margin and force the operations department to really in fact reinstaff. Okay, thank you for your attention.